words like fatherlessness or father wounds, it strikes a chord deep inside my heart. And it actually probably does yours as well. I think there is a cry in each of us to be fathered. It's God's design that we be fathered, mothered, that we be parented. We can't become ourselves without assistance from our family, without direction. I actually hope that the Holy Spirit will minister to you in the couple of minutes I'm going to share with you right now. It is a serious problem that there is so much fatherlessness. I actually think it's the number one problem in society. I actually think that most of the ills of society would be drastically improved if we all were fathered. And so I want to encourage you, take a few seconds right now and take an inventory of how you've missed out in the area of having been fathered. I do this with men in my men's purity group that I'm one of the leaders of, and I've seen great breakthrough from men actually just taking inventory. What was the loss? What loss have I experienced? My dad, yeah, he loved me, but he didn't come to any of my basketball games. He never took me camping. Whatever it is for you that was important to you that he wasn't there for, or maybe he was angry. Maybe he was aloof. Maybe he didn't listen well. I don't know. I know from being a parent myself, the hardest thing I've ever done in my life is be a father. It is a daunting task. And so the chances are you missed out on a few things. And I want to encourage you, take inventory. God gathers your tears in a jar in heaven. It matters to him what matters to you. It matters that you've missed out on some fathering. And I believe that the best you in your future is coming after you've taken inventory of what you've missed and grieved it, and then invited the Lord in to heal it, or done that with the community of people around you at your church or your parents or a friend. Have them walk through with you the pain or the loss so that you can move on, so that you can be healed of it. And then I want to encourage you today that God He runs an adoption agency, a gigantic one. Like, all of us are adopted. So no matter what your situation, maybe you had an amazing parents, an amazing father, you still get adopted when you choose Christ. He's the one who puts you into the kingdom, into his family, and has family for you. He absolutely chose you. And you need to, whatever you didn't get from your natural parenting, you need to apprehend that and say, all right, God, I'm expecting you're going to make up the difference. That where I didn't feel covered, where I didn't feel safe, where I felt like I had to blaze my own trail, you are making up the difference for that. And you're going to make it up even more as I go through my life. And then, I'd encourage you, expect that he has some substitutes for you. Either that's shoring up your relationship as best that you can on your end with your own natural parents. But I know for me, he supplemented. I actually have awesome parents, but he supplemented mine with some, a couple of sets of amazing spiritual parents, and they changed my life. You don't get to choose, right, who you're going to make love you or spend time with you, but you can serve ones that you respect, older men that have a heart for God. You can serve them and see if there's any kind of a connection there. And eventually, if they invite you to coffee or they say, hey, let's hang out a little bit more, you can build that relationship until a place that you can get your deficit of fathering, you can start to get that filled up. And it's worth it, because I believe that it's impossible for me to be an amazing father if I've not gotten fathered. And so, since I didn't get the full measure of it from my natural father, loved me as though he did, I've been able to grab that from other men that I value, and it's changed. It's made me feel covered just like my natural father. It's an amazing thing how God's family is so big and he has so many resources available. And I wanted to encourage you, all things are possible. So maybe you had a really hard deficit, a really negative situation in your family. God absolutely will. It'll become your strongest area if you'll stick with him and if you'll have him father you and point you to the right fathers.